Thank you, Shikha. I think good evening, everyone. So we have been very closely listening to various sessions, speakers. So probably I wanted to summarize what I saw from a key takeaway for myself and maybe for most of you from the AI perspective. So if you look at 25 years back, we all used to say internet is good, bad, or ugly. Today everyone is using internet. Similarly, 15 years back, 10 years back, we used to talk about cloud, good or bad. We still, some organizations are still thinking, but today everyone is some or other way using cloud. Similarly, AI is going to be here, and we all are going to use that. If I summarize what we saw, what I listened to all the speakers on AI, I can bucketize them into three categories. Okay? So one is that we must have an AI strategy, which is in and around. We have been talking about people, process, and technology. Okay? So if you look at AI perspective, what is the people part? I think we must have an awareness program for the employees, for top management, for the tech people in your company. They understand what is the AI, what is the responsible uses of AI. As a tech guys, what they are supposed to do when they are embracing AI. Okay. Second thing is we look at the process perspective. Do we have a process to evaluate if a business want to use a AI tech, or maybe agentic AI, or you want to build a use cases? Do we have a process of evaluating architecture and security? Second thing is, do you have a process of allowing or denying a respective AI site? What are the pros and cons? A user who want to use AI due to the excitement, or maybe might have a use case, do you have a process whether he knows where to go? And what is the process, on what criteria you are allowing or denying? Third thing, if you look at tech perspective, do you have a technology in place to monitor what is happening? Do you know that what kind of data is being probably uploaded onto a respective or particular AI site? Are you able to identify what kind of shadow IT happening in AI? And I think fourth one I think we saw is the keeper basics is strong. So I think our AI strategy must evolve in and around this, and I think this will evolve over a period of time. As we evolve cybersecurity, I think AI for cybersecurity and cybersecurity for AI will also evolve. I think that's all.
I think I'll continue from there. So when I saw Prateek's presentation, she had shown that AI is a small bubble and it is going to grow. So I was feeling that very soon, after a year or so, it will be coming into the upper areas, and I'm sure it is going to grow very fast. And it is the biggest buzzword at the moment, but it will be a reality very soon when a lot of people will be impacted by that. I will continue on the biggest blob which was there, which was on data. So data is considered to be the new black gold, I would say, that everyone wants to use data. I mean, whether it is a data scientist, etc., they want to use that data to build various AI models. They are doing a lot of ML activities, and I mean, data is the key thing. If you ask me, I was a database administrator, and I felt that data was key to everything 25 years back also, and today also. And you see the biggest blob still remains data. From security perspective, I would say that data is so important for any company that if you lose data, I mean, you will lose sleep because you never know where that data will go. Even in a ransomware attack, I mean, they will first infiltrate your data, they will keep it with them, and in the end, they will be encrypting your servers and all, and then you will realize that I have lost the data. So, I mean, the key aspect for any company is protection of its data. And going forward also, if you will see 5 years later down the line, the data will still remain one of the key aspects. Whether AI comes up, quantum comes up, I mean, anything comes up, the data will still remain the key aspect. So with that, I would say that all of you must build adequate controls, especially if you are having crown jewels. The data around that must be protected. Since I'm more from digital resiliency background, I have to make sure that all the data in my company is well protected, and we build a lot of things around the data aspects. As far as AI is concerned, we have more than 60 products which we have developed in the company, and there are a lot of things we do on AI. With that, I would like to also congratulate the host, the way this whole conference went on. I'm sure there are a lot of activities which have to be done pre hosting such an event, at the time of hosting, and I'm sure post the hosting also you have to update various social sites. So it is not only the organizers, also all of us who have come here from our busy schedule, all the sponsors. I think everyone did a great job. And what we continue with this is the memories we gain over here, whether it was 2023 event, 2024 event, or this event. What we still remember is the memories we had and all the friendship and bonhomie which we built with all our friends. That continues and it grows year on year. I have met quite a number of new friends also over here, and I would like to continue that friendship with all of you. With that, I hand over to my friend Bilal.
Thank you so much, and I was waiting for this. So,
Bilal, I've done it in 3 minutes. It's your turn.
you did not, man. So, one of the things that's especially challenging, like so given the schedules that we have, given the priorities that we have, is to kind of like understand, okay, where we are, where we want to be, and how are we doing certain things that need to be done. And we have responsibilities, we are accountable for certain things. And how do we accomplish that? And how do we basically measure the success that we actually achieve over the years? Or how do we learn from the weaknesses that we have or the failures that we have had? So one of the challenges that I feel, and particularly when you go to a conference like this, is that there is this kind of like feeling that people say, oh, I have heard about zero trust. I heard about data security, and everybody is talking about AI. And these are like consistent themes. And these themes actually keep on going on and on, right? So I think when will it reach the point of saturation and things like that? So then I realized that it's not about basically, okay, somebody is repeating something. It's about basically delivering a message that's actually going to be consistent and that actually resonates with people. So which is important because we tend to basically like take things for granted. Like whenever somebody tells us this is something is important, but once you talk about, twice you talk about, third, fourth time, there's definitely going to be a response. There's going to be a reaction. Why we are talking about it. So, and then we realize there's an urgency. There is something that we really need to do or actually evaluate what exactly we are trying to do. So there's a reason, there's basically like this thought behind actually having these topics, which are very critical for us to basically like maintain the hygiene, security hygiene within our organizations, within our societies as individuals. So it becomes very important. And that's the reason I think the consistency in everything that we do is actually the key for achieving success. Doing it once or twice is never going to be enough. You have to have discipline, you have to have that consistent messaging that comes across that makes you the person that you are, that makes you the professional that you are. So that's extremely, extremely important. The other aspect of it is, like, for example, for me in particular, I really think that it's important for us to have some sense of basically, okay, where things are moving. And how do we kind of like integrate or how do we kind of like ensure that we have a constant basically uplifting of the thought leadership in the industry. So we as experts, how do we share our expertise? How do we share our thoughts? How do we share our concerns? That's extremely important. So unless like we actually network, unless we actually like share our vulnerabilities, unless we share our concerns, or unless we share our successes, I don't think we are going to evolve. So for us to evolve as professionals and to be successful at what we are doing, we need to learn from the setbacks that people have had. We need to learn from that. And we also need to celebrate the successes that people have had. So what that means is basically like there are a lot of things that we will continue doing, and there are a lot of things that will actually get course correction. So both of them are like massively important when we think about evolving as thought leaders, evolving basically like as professionals in our industry. So conference like ESCON does provide that opportunity and does provide that necessary platform for us to do exactly that. And that's what my association actually tells me all about, to ensure that, okay, we give the proper messaging. So giving that platform and making sure that the platform is relevant, actionable, it's something that we can take with us, I think that's the most critical thing. And I cannot congratulate Strategic enough, Pratik, Vinod, Shantanu, and the rest of the team. They have done phenomenal job. And the amazing, basically the preparation that went into it, selecting the flow of the, basically the conference, making sure that everything is picture perfect and nothing is out of the ordinary. So I think that takes a lot of effort, and I must congratulate them. Thank you so much. And now I hand over to my friend.
Sure. Thanks.
Hope to have.
Thanks. All right. So I have been just given 15 minutes. No, sorry, that was an in total. I think we are just like 2-3 minutes. I'll not take much of time. I think my job has been made much easier. I think most of the points have already been covered, so I'll not take much of the time. I'll not repeat things. At least I'll try to. But if I were to, kind of speak about what are the most important 2 key takeaways for me, I think I would mention that by asking a question. What do you think was the most spoken word in the conference apart from security? Because of course it's a security conference and we would expect that. What was the most important? That's right. So I think that's what I think is the most important. It's not, oh, it was ESCON, sorry. That's right. So I think what I would like to say is I think this conference was like, it brought the AI to the forefront, I think very explicitly, and giving a message that I think AI is not just a buzzword, especially in cybersecurity. Why? Because I think we saw the way AI has been spoken about in all the sessions, in all the areas. I think it definitely tells that everybody is trying to leverage this new technology. And to be honest, like around 1 year back when the Chat GPT and all came, and I think maybe it was going through its own hype cycle, and I was wondering, how can Chat GPT really help in security? Because in my mind, security would always be detecting, whereas generative AI is more of generating. So I was not able to correlate, but today we see a lot of use cases which are not only leveraging the other forms of AI, but even generative AI. Now we have got agentic AI. So I think it's here to stay. The key takeaway for me for this conference is that AI is something that has to be kind of your I would say a force multiplier of whatever activities you do, whether it is detection, it enhances your detection in terms of time and, I would say accuracy. It helps you respond to those alerts. It helps you, prevent those. So I think AI is everywhere, right from, I would say adversarial security to insider threats. I could hear that in almost all the sessions. So I think that's one key takeaway, and I'll try to, be more abreast with the AI usages. The second, I think, big thing I saw was how the SASE was spoken about, and how I saw that it is becoming more crucial in terms of protecting the workforce, the modern workforce and architectures that we are developing. And so beautifully it is integrating, I would say, the network connectivity management and network security controls through identity-led, I would say, protection. So if you are moving towards the new era of architecture and workplace, which is hybrid, which is cloud-based, I think SASE will become, indispensable in the coming days. And of course, there are many takeaways, but considering the time limit, I would say the most important above all would be the collaboration piece. The way we kind of come across and, come together in these events and kind of, hear to the latest developments that are happening and keep exchanging our ideas and best practices to each other definitely keeps us abreast. So I would recommend everyone to keep more engaging, collaborating in the conferences, outside the conferences, and let's carry forward this energy that we all brought in and sustained for these 2 days with a very power-packed agenda. I think we should definitely continue to do that. And thanks to, of course, Strategic and the entire team for stitching together such a great agenda, good panelists, important topics, and a lot of fun activities in between. So on behalf of Strategic and all of us, I thank all of you to be here, to stay here, and making it more enjoyable than otherwise. Thank you.
So should we do 3 cheers to Strategic? Hip hip!
Hey.
Hip hip!
Hip hip! Thank you.